The equation of a line is given below. Negative 4x minus 2y equals 8. Find the slope and y-intercept and use them to graph the line. Okay, so the slope, let me write it over here. The slope in standard form is the opposite of A over B. So standard form, this is A and this is B. So what you want to do is you want to take the opposite of what's in front of x. So the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4 over whatever b is. B is what's in front of y, and negative 2. So 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. So the slope is negative 2. And the y-intercept, is c over b. The constant is c. So I'm going to have, literally you take this constant here and pop it up top of the y, whatever's with y, and then divide. So 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. Okay, well the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So this is x and this is y. So the y-intercept is where I start. It's at negative 4. So negative 4 on the y is 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. Now, since my slope is a whole number, it's negative 2, I'm going to use a point with 1, and I'm going to add these two together. So a negative 2 and a negative 4 equals a total of 6 negatives. That's the y value at 1. So 1, and then let me move it again, sorry about that. 1, negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Once you have 2 points, you connect those with a line and you're done. Okay, so again, this is A, B, and C. The slope is the opposite of A, so the opposite of negative 3 is positive 3 over B, negative 6. Now that can simplify to negative 1/2, so that's the slope there. And the y-intercept, you take the net constant, the negative 6, and pop it up top of the y, and then divide. Negative divided by negative is positive. 6 divided by 6 is 1. The y-intercept is 1. So this is x, this is y, crossing the y-axis at 1. Okay, now, before, when I made my other point, I used a 1. However, because there was no denominator in the slope. But since there is a denominator in the slope, I'm going to use that, a 2. When you do that, then you have these two that you add together. So I'm going to add negative 1 with positive 1. So negative 1 plus 1 equals 0. Okay, so I'm going to have 2, 0 for my other point right here. Connect them and I'm finished. Connect the 2 points and I'm finished. Technically, I should be using arrows on both ends. Okay, this is a 1 in front of this y, so I've got A, B, C. The slope is the opposite of A, so the opposite of negative 2 is positive 2 over whatever's in front of B. That's a 1. Well, 2 divided by 1 is 2. And actually, based on what I just explained to you in the previous problem, we actually could just leave it as 2 over 1 because we're going to use that denominator for our point. The y-intercept, you take the constant and pop it up top of the y. So 4 divided by 1 is 4. So the y-intercept is a positive 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the slope For the other point, I'm going to use the denominator in the slope, and then I'm going to add the numerator with the y-intercept. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. So the point 1, 6 is my point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I connect them and I'm done.